Well, it's day 8 of Feel the Fear and Face It Anyway. And I think today what I'd like to do is kind of give you a little bit of my backstory and the reason why I'm even doing this in the first place. From the time I was young, I always believed that I was going to be some sort of entrepreneur, even before I understood what that word meant. And now that I'm going to write a book and create this series, it's an example of the entrepreneurship, I guess. However, there have been lots of times in my life that I have taken the steps to that journey in a variety of different ways. I won't get into those today, but what I want to touch on is this. I have taken several courses to try to better myself, gain some skills, etc. And every time I have decided or been inspired by something, I always find myself in a very similar situation. The reason I get in that situation, I know, is because I allow fear to set in. And I've decided that right now I am not going to do that, which is why I'm recording this series. However, the whole reason why I wanted to record this series is because I found that every time I got in that position of feeling fear, I think that it was because I looked at how great and successful these people were becoming, and I didn't see how they started from the beginning. I didn't see the steps that it took them to get to greatness or to get to this success. And so I thought, you know what, if there are people out there like me who have a hard time understanding, or not understanding, but believing that they too can be on a great trajectory, a wonderful path, if you just keep consistent and you just persevere and you just stay determined. I felt like if there were lots of people out there in my shoes also looking for how someone just began, also looking for where do people start, because a lot of times when you see these amazingly successful people, there's no documentation on where they first began. And when you don't have that, and perhaps you're someone like me who would get much more inspired by that, then it's easy to let yourself kind of fade into the background and just allow others who maybe don't need that little kick in the pants to kind of surpass you on their journey to greatness. A lot of times in the past, I would let lots of fear set in, and I would let my obstacles be my excuses, and I am working really hard to not let that happen this time around. So you've watched me video in my car. You've watched me video in the dark. And what I'm noticing now too is I'm getting to the point where when I'm uploading videos to YouTube, I'm noticing that I don't have proper thumbnails because it takes time to create. And it's okay if I don't have them. I just want to get my content out. I noticed that I don't have the little end cards or whatever they're called. I'm still not familiar because I'm working at learning and gaining the skill. I'm trying to figure out if there's an easier way to get my videos from my phone to my computer uploaded to YouTube. I'm editing them in a different software, so it's like a 5-stage process. I'm sure that there's another easier way, but the whole point is if you've got content and you're excited to share it, there is somebody out there who wants to listen to it. So make it. Who cares if it's not perfect? Because in months from now, years from now, when I come back to these videos and I look at how terrible they are, it's not going to matter. Because if I had just saved them, or if I had just used the excuse that I didn't have enough time to create, the thumbnail or create the card, the ending cards, or put in music or whatever, then there would be people who would be missing out on what I have to share. And I'm excited about what I have to share. I want to get it out, and even though right now everything is really choppy because I'm just learning things on my own and I'm just creating things in small pockets, I know that all of these things are just the small steps that I need to build in order to put something together that's going to be really amazing in the end. So if you are feeling like you're in the same boat where you don't know how to get here because you haven't seen people actually start out here, then join up, talk to me, tell me about it, because I'm in the exact same boat. I can't wait until day 9. I can't wait until day 10. My videos are probably going to be crazy choppy between now and then, but keep with it because I'm motivated by you and I want you to get motivated by me.